Day 92, San Francisco native. So this little video here is about the sixth and final chapter of my book, A Real San Francisco Story with Pets, which is actually simply named San Francisco. And I've realized that I haven't told y'all about the cover. So let's start there. So this up here, this is actually my very first logo, Eric Curry's Pets. Tagline, everyone should experience the unconditional love of a pet. This is mine. I still own that logo. Even though I sold the business, the logo's mine. So my brother drew this incredible scene that is now the front cover of my first book. This is actually the scene from my parents' back porch. And this tree here, this is the tree that the wild parrots came to 2 weeks after I finished reading Mark Bittner's book. The parrots that are now our official mascot. And this church is Epiphany Church. We grew up very close to there. And then this is the view of the back of what's known as Southern Hills. So chapter 6 is all about my identity, who I am as a San Francisco native, which is a huge, huge part of who I am. I mean, my business, The Native Experience, of which last 2 months ago, back in May, was my 4th year in business. So all of my scripts, all of my routes, all of my experiences are all created by me, a 6th generation San Francisco native. So anyway, I am going to read an excerpt from my last chapter of my book. Oh, actually, this will be a good way to do it. So I have a little message for people who aren't native to San Francisco. And this is kind of so when I moved back to San Francisco after all the gentrification and after having been away at college, I moved back to a very, very different city than the one I left. And so that was a whole process. That was a lot of coming to terms, a lot of mourning the loss of my city. But anyway, San Francisco will always be the city that will rock your socks off. But while I'm at it, there are 3 things I'd like to tell people who aren't native to San Francisco. Number 1, don't call it San Fran, and definitely all caps, don't call it Frisco. Just don't. Number 2, Sacramento, Palo Alto, Sausalito, Davis, Walnut Creek, and Fremont are not San Francisco. Neither are Daly City, Pacifica, San Jose, Milpitas, Napa, Salinas, or Santa Cruz. San Francisco proper is actually not very big at all. And finally, number 3, when a San Francisco native asks if you're from the city, the correct answer is no. Just no. That's great that you've been here 2, 5, 10, or 20 years, but just saying no is fine too, because the next thing they're probably going to ask you is what high school you went to. So anyway, that is the 6th and final chapter of my book, my first book, A Real San Francisco Story with Pets.